Yo, what's going on? My name is Ian and welcome back to the channel. As you guys can see, this is going to be a little bit different of an intro. I'm actually going to be showing you guys the draft pattern and why I am going to be drafting the Rourke that I do pick in this video. So you can see here that I actually give first pick to KZ Fox. I really don't want to pick jungler first pick. Now I can see the pick Murad and Darcy right here. As soon as I see that, I know that Darcy, when he ults a Rourke can get out of it. He's one of the few heroes that can actually cleanse a Darcy ult, Rourke's ult. Also, Murad actually gets countered by a Rourke. If Rourke just jumps onto a Murad, there's really nothing he can do. Scud also can't do much versus a Rourke, so it's just the perfect opportunity to be picking this right now. You can see I almost went with the Cricknack, but that just would have not had the same effect in a ranked game. I think in competitive, Cricknack is more stronger, but for this ranked game's sake, Rourke is the clear choice to be going up against a Murad and a Darcy. So I hope you guys enjoy that little bit of an intro where I'm just showing you guys why I pick what I pick. Just leave it down below what you guys think about that, and yeah, we'll get right into this gameplay in a second. This little part is sped up. Actually, I sped it up by 2.5 times, so it wouldn't take too long for us to get through. But yeah, leave down below in the comments what you guys think about doing stuff like that at the start of the video, you know, why I'm drafting what I draft. I thought it would have been a pretty good idea for this video because, you know, a lot of the time I say stuff like, oh, Rourke is just not that great right now. It's kind of true, but he is very situational, and this time would be one of those times where it would not be bad to use him. Some other junglers that you could have used here would be Zephyrs, Wonder Woman perhaps. Zephyrs would have had a really easy time as well, just getting onto the Darcy. Really, that's your main objective here, getting onto the Darcy and, excuse me, not getting destroyed by the Murad while at the same time. But yeah, I think Zephyrs could have worked too, possibly Wonder Woman, but it might have been a little bit difficult. I don't know, but anyways, let's get right into this game where we are going to be starting off on the blue buff. And something I want to discuss about this video, why I made this Rourke video, is because my Rourke build is very different compared to everyone else's. My Rourke build, I actually use 100 Pierce Arcana, which I don't think anyone else does. I think everyone else who uses Rourke right now just uses 10 Blitz, which I don't really agree with. And I also use Bow of Slaughter, and I know some people go back and forth between Blow of Slaughter and Soul Reaver. It's kind of 50-50 with some people. And as you can see that the Thane is going into the bush there, I'm just going to poke him down a little bit. I'm going to pre-order my boots there. Actually, I don't even think I need to pre-order. It will already buy it for me automatically. But yeah, you want to be buying your boots, of course. Movement speed being very important. You can see Darcy uses his first skill, and as soon as I see that, I'm just going to jump straight on him. You can see that we are able to burst down his HP bar, just waiting until he uses that first skill, then going fully aggressive. We didn't have to use our ulti there, which is perfect, because now at the dragon, we are going to have our ultimate, which is going to help us out so much. You can see the Murad and everyone down here, so we're just going to stun him, hit the Talon. As you can see, the Talonus there actually uses sprint, so she's super fast. We can't even catch up to her. And we did burn our ultimate there, but it was for a good cost. We did lower all of their HP bars, which was very nice. You can see Murad actually comes back here. I'm kind of cautious about killing this dragon, but the Murad actually does get it. I didn't have my punish because I used it while fighting. Rourke is a hero that really needs punish to fight because he needs to be able to slow down the target and make sure that they cannot just kite him around 24/7. So it was super unfortunate that they were not, see that I did not have punish there. I should have probably saved it, or we shouldn't have done dragon at that moment. I really didn't expect the Murad to be being that aggressive and trying to steal it. I honestly didn't expect it at all. So well played by him. He was able to steal it, but as you just saw, probably the Ryoma was actually able to kill the Murad in his own jungle because he got so low. There's a lot of solo kills going on right now, actually. 3 to be exact. The Joker killed the Talonus, Ryoma died at top, and Ryoma also killed the what do you call it? Ryoma killed the Murad. I forgot his name for a second. You can see Joker's just ulting the wave there because he wants to back as soon as possible. Murad's on his way towards his blue, it looks like, possibly, unless you were just trying to gank the mid lane. I'm really just waiting right now. I'm not rushing into anything. I'm running towards the base of the Maraud Shadow, and as I see he's not recalling, I'm just going to take this camp for a little bit of HP and go back to killing him. Look at that, as soon as he was at 50% HP, and we literally just nuked him down to 0. That is the power of Rourke versus Maraud. It was such a good counter pick for us to be able to pick this, and I'm actually looking back on it now. I'm really glad that I included the draft pattern so you guys could see exactly why I did pick the Rourke. Honestly, it was probably one of the best heroes that I could have picked right there if I did want to be carrying hard this game, which is exactly what we're able to do. I think we deal about 40% team damage. You guys will see just how intense this gets. You can see we get our Soul Reaver, or excuse me, my Scorching Wind right there. And let me know in the comments too what you guys think about my build, you know, the 100 Pierce Arcana and the Bow of Slaughter. The reason I do that is because I'm not going to go 10 Blitz because I already have all the attack speed I would ever need from the boots and the jungle item. So I'm not going to be doing that. I just think it's way better to be going the 100 Pierce. Anyways, you can see I'm waiting here, trying to pick up a gank. Actually going to go onto this Darcy. He just used his first skill, as you saw, so he has no immunity. We're just able to get him just like that. You can see Talanis actually runs in here. Maybe I should have ulted here to make, because I knew that she had her ulti, and now I'm just going to ult right after the fact. Seriously, I should have just ulted while I was chasing her, because of course, as I knew at that point that she could CC me with her ult, you can see here that we're just going to chase down that Thane, get a triple kill. And look at this, guys, again on this Maraud. Look at how nothing he can do. I'd punish him, and this is why it's so good to be having punish while you are fighting on Rourke. There's really nothing they can do once you use that punish on them. I really didn't want to take the dragon here. I was just trying to gather some HP off of it, but maybe I should have taken it, realizing how fast we were burning it, because I did want to be contesting on this blue buff. You see we're able to get the blue, and the Darcy is able to nuke me pretty low. The Talanis almost got me as well. I thought for sure that I was going to die there. That was just a super greedy play by me, and at this point I just want to go straight back into my jungle. I really thought that I was going to die there after going back to the blue. The reason I did let go of the dragon at that point was because I wanted to take that blue buff away from them, but I think the better play there was just taking the blue buff and leaving. You can see here that I do want to get a kill onto the Talanis here, so I'm just going to run behind, stun her, and she's going to go down. Need to use my ultimate here for the Thane, and again, look at this. His HP is just going so far down because of that 100 Pierce Arcana, and now the rank breaker. That's so much armor pierce on top of the passive of Rourke, which lowers your armor per shot if you're the enemy. So every shot that I take, the enemy is getting lower and lower armor. It's such a good build versus very tanky heroes like a Zephyrs or Wonder Woman. If you pick a Rourke to counter pick those, anything with a Leviathan really, since you know they buffed Leviathan to where it gives so much armor now, it could be an amazing pick. You can see here that I'm just fighting this Maraud. I tried to run behind the Sentinel and just shoot him over the wall with our first kill, but he runs away in time. But yeah, guys, just the amount of armor pierce that you can build on Rourke is so disgusting. That's why I like having just the 100 pierce on my Arcana. I feel like it's so useful to me. You can see I'm just going to ult here and run to this Maraud. You can actually see Scud takes a huge chunk of my HP away with his punch. That Thanos punch, it's just, he snaps his fingers and I disappear into dust. But we actually do die there. That might be the only death of the entire match. I really didn't expect the amount of damage that he dealt to be that high. It must have been like a fully stacked 5-stack punch or something like that, because he seriously just nuked my shield all by himself. You can see that we actually have a massive gold lead on ourselves. We are the most fed in the match by about over 1,000 gold at this point. We do have all of our jungle up, so we want to be going back to that. Talanis is also at the bot lane. We don't want to be letting her push this down for free, so if we can, it would be very good to be getting a kill onto her, which is exactly what we're able to do pretty easily. She's actually using Sprint instead of Flicker. That's also something I would like to know what you guys think. I think some side laners are actually better with Sprint. You know, Morin might actually be pretty good with the Sprint. There's a lot of other ones. You know, I think Varus, some people actually do use Sprint as well. There's some side laners. Superman, of course, can use Sprint. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. Is it really like a replacement for Flicker? I love to read your comments. Of course, I always read them. You can see that I actually do end up getting the blue buff out of that. So now my L'Oreal, which of course I do want to be giving the L'Oreal the blue buff since she shines so bright when she has it. which is why I am spending a significant amount of time just focusing down on their blue buff, making sure that I can secure that so me and the L'Oreal can both have blues instead of just me having one. Now we both have one, and L'Oreal with a blue buff, probably one of the best mages to have blue buff. You know, whenever you get a L'Oreal on your team, they always want to take that blue buff from you. Now it doesn't have to be that type of situation. Here you can see I'm just going to chase her with my ult. You can see I actually pick up the Omni Arms, and now we're just going to get even more sustain on the Rourke. We have so much lifesteal coming out from the Scorching Wind, and now the Omni Arms. Last item is going to be the Beast, so that's even more lifesteal. Like, we literally get half our HP with one shot on a minion or something. It's crazy. You guys will see in a minute. After I get the Beast, just you can pretty much never die. That's why I feel like Rourke is so easy to get a video on, and I really wasn't sure whether people would enjoy a video on him, was because just after you get fed, there's no stopping him pretty much. In reality, in ranked, like, just all I have to do is get to a few survivability items with lifesteal, and there's nothing that the enemy team can really do to kill me. I can always just be in their face and super annoying. You can see here that, again, like, I'm just not dying. And look at this. As soon as I'm low, I just run over to camps. I run over to anything that I can find, and I'm already back at full HP, ready to start fighting again. Just wasn't sure if people would like to see a video, but a lot of people were requesting it, so I would like to be showing off to you guys my kind of unique, I would like to say, Arcana end build. A lot of people go differently. Like, I know some people don't really like to build Rank Breaker because they feel like Rourke's passive is already enough armor pierce, so you don't need to stack that much. But if you're usually playing Rourke anyways, it's to counter the armory assassins, Zephyrs, stuff like that. So I don't know, I do enjoy building this. I find this to be the strongest build for him. Let me know what you guys think, of course. But you can see this. Just look at this, guys. Look at this. They literally can't do anything to me. What can they do here? Nothing. I'm literally lifestealing anything. Now look at this. We get Beast. I'm healing off a Thane, guys. I'm healing off a Thane. One of the most... Have any of you actually hit a Thane? Any assassin does no damage, and we are lifestealing off of him. That is insane to think about. Just the amount of lifesteal that you can have on this build. That's why I love Scorching Wind, just as an item in general. Not even just on Rourke, of course. It's strong on Rourke, but on Lindis, on Morin, on any ADC, it's just so good to have that 15%, 10%, I forget which one it is. But that small amount of lifesteal makes such a huge difference in the early game, and obviously in the late game, where we just cannot die at all. It doesn't matter how many people they send to me, they're not going to be able to kill me, because I can just revive it all on a camp or something like that right after. And you can see we just go through all of their team, and we are still at full HP, and that is going to be the game. Completely disgusting stuff. We literally mowed down their entire team, and they could not stand a chance to even lower our HP bar at the end. We had Sentinel, we had Darkslayer, we had Beast, we had Scorching Wind, and we had Omni Arms. All of that lifesteal combined, just they could not handle it at all. And our sustain was so much. Look at that, 40% damage dealt and 36% damage tanked. That's almost 80% combined stats. This is insane to think about, guys. I hope you enjoyed this Rourke guide with my kind of unique take on his Arcana and build. If you guys are new to the channel, definitely subscribe if you enjoyed this for more daily guides and daily streams. And I will talk to you all tonight or tomorrow in the video. Peace out, everybody.